New Clark City, Metro, 21st century metropolis in the making, Philippines. All access tour. Let's check it out. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Is it better? Is it nicer? We'll check it out.
Hello there.
So is this just like their new city? A new city?
My name is Nate, and welcome to another exciting video here on the island of Luzon in the...
So is Luzon like their main island? Because I know there's like a lot of islands. Is this like their main one? Because it seems like there's a lot of development happening on this island, or like cities popping up.
Philippines. Today, you're in for quite a treat. I'm standing in front of the initial phase of development in New Clark City, which is located in the province of Tarlac, about 100 kilometers north of Manila.
So I'm a stupid American. 100 kilometers is like, I think 1 kilometer is 2 miles, or is am I wrong? I'm completely wrong. So it's like 100 miles north, right? Right, he said 200?
Which is located in the province of Tarlac, about 100 kilometers.
So 100 kilometers is 50, 60 miles north of Manila, which, okay, as a person from the United States, that does not seem far. That seems like a couple hours most. So that just seems like it's doable for like an afternoon trip or something.
Kilometers north of Manila. In the coming years, this entire area is set to become the first smart, green, and disaster-resilient metropolis in the country.
Okay, honestly,
New Clark City will be a well-connected 21st century hub for tourism, business, sports,
there, right?
Sustainable living, government offices, entertainment, universities, and cultural events. Join me as I take you on a detailed tour of several key buildings that have already been completed behind me.
That seems pretty fun.
I'll also provide the latest updates on other incredible structures.
Like, dude, that just looks amazing.
Behind me. I'll also provide the latest.
Like, that looks nice. You know, that looks nice. That looks very, very, very enjoyable, I guess I would say. It's just something out there, you know? It's just something. It's like there's greenery in the buildings. I don't know how, I guess this is just a concept, but like this looks like a modern city. Like this looks like, you know, if someone took the best parts of, you know, maybe Seattle or something, or, LA, this is what it would probably look like. Because there's just a lot of greenery and buildings. And
updates on other incredible structures and large-scale projects.
Oh. What is it? It's like a mall or like a government center or something? It's like a big pyramid. This looks like a Vegas thing. That's what it looks like.
Soon be in the works.
Oh, Mosey. That looks great. Now this looks like almost like a New York style thing.
It's a thrilling time to be here in this part of the Philippines, and I'm so glad I can guide you through this special overview of New Clark City. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Come on.
This music's all nice.
First off, let's talk about the gigantic size of this land, which at the moment is still largely undeveloped. In total, the planned metropolis of New Clark City covers an area of 9,450 hectares.
Honestly?
That's a little more than 1.5 times the size of Manhattan Island in New York City.
Okay.
It sits within the much larger Clark Special Economic Zone, which is located just to the north of Clark Main Zone.
Also, that music was so corny. It reminded
Once
me of like
the largest American military base overseas, Clark is now a thriving free port with multiple mega projects of their own. For further context, Feel free to check out my full Clark history documentary by clicking here or the first link in the description below.
You heard it, guys.
Additionally, click
Click
here
those videos.
or the second link below to get an exclusive look at Clark International Airport's brand new state-of-the-art terminal, which is scheduled to open later this year. The Bases Conversion
now, right?
and Development Authority, or BCDA, is the government corporation that owns and manages New Clark City in partnership with private corporations.
That seems cool.
While this massive development broke ground in 2016, construction of the first phase didn't begin until 2018. The completed structures I'll be showing you today are part of Phase 1A of the National Government Administrative Center. Essentially, this is the emblematic core of New Clark City that served as the primary location for the 30th Southeast Asian Games, also called the SEA Games, in late 2019.
Okay, that looks inspirational music going. It looks great. Like it's great.
In order to complete several world-class venues for the games, construction of Phase 1A took only 18 months at a
Wait, 18 months? That's pretty quick to build all that? Like, dang. That's impressive. But also, like, I don't know. I would love to, like, raise a family, you know, in a walkable city like that. You know, good air and good, you know, sustainable. Be nice. It'd be fun.
Cost of 13.5 billion Philippine pesos. This international sporting event catapulted New Clark City and its ambitious future into the spotlight. Despite the pandemic, which wiped out nearly all public events just months after the SEA Games closing ceremony, BCDA and major investors like Philinvest, MTD Clark, and Witis are pushing forward with efforts on the next phases of development. The overall vision encompasses a...
Okay, that's pretty huge. So this is bigger than because I know like BGC's like, I don't know. It's also like a walkable area, right? But it's like within the city. This looks like they're making a whole new city, right? Like I think BGC's like it looks like just a part of a city, or this is like a city. This looks like a city, like from the ground up, which is, you know, I gotta give props to props are due for the Philippines. Like, dang, that's insane. That's amazing.
A well-planned, thriving, sustainable urban community with a population of 1.2 million inhabitants.
It's amazing.
Employment opportunities for 600,000 people, and 60% of all land set aside as beautiful outdoor open spaces. On top of that is resiliency. Despite being on the highly active Ring of Fire in the Pacific, New Clark City is strategically located over 50 kilometers inland, which eliminates the risk of damage caused by tsunamis. Nearby mountain ranges dampen the destructive winds of typhoons, while storm drains are built to handle a once-in-a-thousand-year flood.
Okay, that's great.
Also, with the nearest fault line
climate
19
change happening,
kilometers away, all buildings are constructed to withstand a magnitude
flooding
8.5 earthquake or higher.
Manila on my.
In fact, some buildings are even equipped
TikTok.
with earthquake accelerometers. And in the event of a volcanic eruption, they can withstand ashfall up to 1 meter thick. Now, let's get a closer look at the sports facilities
Is there a
and
volcano around
buildings
there?
that make up the National Government Administrative Center here in New Clark City.
That looks nice. That looks like in the middle of nowhere.
One of the main structures of the New Clark
Okay.
City Sports Hub is the iconic athletic stadium just behind me, which hosted several sporting events, as well as the closing ceremony of the 30th SEA Games 2 years ago.
Oh, cool.
Here is a small park dedicated to the games, as well as the tower and cauldron where the flames shone brightly over the course of the competition.
See, that looks just fun, you know?
Now, this is impressive to say the least. The stadium has 20,000 seats, but future expansion may raise the capacity to 30,000.
How do you
It was designed
expand?
by an internationally recognized architecture firm here in the Philippines.
Like, wait, how do you expand a stadium? I'm actually confused. Do you just like build on top, or like I don't? I never got that because I've seen people expand stadiums, but it's like they'll build where like that TV is or whatever. Like they'll shrink another part of it because they still want to get like that oval, I think, shape, right? Or maintain it or something.
Bougie Royal Architecture and Design. I should note that they are responsible for the distinctive Filipino designs of several notable structures in the area, including the Aquatic Center, New Sokovia
cool.
Bridge,
That's
and
cool.
Clark International Airport's new terminal.
That's cool. International airport. So
The vibrant
like,
orange color
fun.
of these beams and seats, which I
They're good.
absolutely love, is actually patented and labeled as active orange. It represents both local sunsets and the lava of nearby Mount Pinatubo.
Okay, so there's a mountain or a lava mountain. What's it? Volcano. There we go. There's a mountain volcano. So I couldn't think of the name of it. That's the thing. Words. They have meanings. I wish I knew more. And I read. Yeah, it's exciting.
A prominent volcano that violently erupted in 1991 after being dormant for 400 years.
Scary.
Mount Pinatubo actually served as the main inspiration for the stadium's design. The large oval shape and basin within evoke Pinatubo's crater, while the active orange symbolizes fire, as well as the heat and energy of athletes. I must say that it adds tremendous warmth and life against the black and gray you can see elsewhere. Furthermore, pyroclastic material and volcanic debris, known as lahar, were mixed in with the concrete you see on the floors, walls, and pillars.
That's cool.
Here's a neat illusion. The scattered collection of orange and black seats around the stadium makes it appear as if various seats are occupied from a distance, even when the stadium is completely empty. The rubberized track is made to last 10 years, and the facility as a whole meets...
Is 10 years supposed to impress me? Because I have no idea how long tracks are supposed to last, like for running. I went to high school and college. I have no clue how long tracks are supposed to last. You get supposed to get just shoveled up and replaced every like year or something, or I have no clue. No
global standards of the International Association of Athletics Federations. There's a luxurious VIP section with elevated sweeping views of the track and field. And on the ground floor, you'll come across a large indoor workout facility with a full 100-meter sprint track. This is perfect for athletes who need to train in the middle of the rainy season. Next door is an oval warm-up track that features the same radio sensors as the stadium. Using RFID technology, these sensors allow athletes' movements to be precisely timed. The athletic stadium stands as an exquisite world-class venue that will likely bring international sporting events, concerts, and...
You know what? I just remembered. There's like that scouting thing or whatever that happened in South Korea. I wonder if they'll do it over here. It's like the international something for youth. It was something about youth. And there's like a whole scandal in South Korea. I wonder if they'll do it over here in the Philippines, like have the event here instead. Because that'd be kind of cool.
Public festivities right here to New Clark City for decades to come. A short walk down the street from the athletic stadium is this eye-catching open-air aquatic center, featuring a 10-lane Olympic-sized competition pool, a professional dive pool with 5 diving boards and 5 diving platforms, and tiered seats on one end for 2,000 spectators. This bougie royal design is just phenomenal in all directions. There's a warm bamboo color theme throughout, and the shape was inspired by a traditional Filipino fish trap called a baklad. The prism patterns on the roof represent the giant Christmas lanterns of San Fernando to the south, and can especially be appreciated at night when fully illuminated. There are 2 giant screens on opposite ends, and get this, there is even an underwater sound system.
Okay, that's actually pretty nice. That is amazing.
Ooh, it is hot out here. I could really use a jump in the pool right now. Over here is an 8-lane training and warm-up pool, which can also be used for local competitions. Now this is really cool. Right here is a full-body dryer outside of the locker rooms. I would love to have one of these in my bathroom, but honestly, I don't think it would fit. Now let me show you another neat feature of this aquatic center. Steps away from the diving pool is this indoor dryland training area. It provides a safe, impact-free space for professional divers to practice their jumps, flips, and landing techniques. Instead of water, athletes dive into a pool of rectangular pieces of foam.
I did that when I was a kid.
Trust me, it's tons of fun, but getting out is
fun.
much harder than you might think. Success. Here are several trampolines with bungees and harnesses for further routine practice. It makes for a terrific workout, but I'll admit, I have a ways to go before I can achieve a proper flip. Well, I think I'm out of shape, but that was fun. You'll notice that many other parts of the aquatic center are appealing and spacious. Large glass panels and smooth concrete make for a sleek, modern look. Here's another workout facility with everything a competitive swimmer or diver would need for a day in the gym. Take a peek at these sprawling locker rooms featuring 15 showers, including one that is PWD accessible. As for the VIP
am I stupid? What's PWD? Oh, wait. Okay. I know what that means. I know what that means. I was thinking like power something. Power?
experience,
I don't know.
there are impressive premium lounges featuring artwork and floor-to-ceiling windows.
Oh.
The seats at the very
That's
top offer
creative.
terrific high-angle views of the pools
Okay, so someone just... Oh, he has a whole cleaning team over there. Okay, that's cool.
below. Personally, inside and out, I find this aquatic center to be absolutely stunning and truly top-notch. I can't wait to attend an international competition here in the near future. Okay, I think I finally have my chance to get up there and dive in. Well, I don't know if I can dive, I'm not a great diver, but I'll jump in regardless. Let's go. I'm so ready for this, but I think I forgot one thing. Wait, I can fix that.
I guess a little nice transition. Dude. I am terrified of heights, so that would be very fun if I did not do that. But at least, you know, I'll be diving into water. I don't know, I'll think about it. If I ever do that, yeah. I'm a little terrified of heights. But that does look fun. That looks really fun.
Oh, that was exhilarating. Oh, this feels so good. Well, I'd better stop messing around. After all, we have a tour to continue.
There's really another
Apart from
transition
sports
to where he
venues
changes.
in the National Government Administrative Center, there is this large office building that highlights another key purpose of New Clark City. It's simply referred to as Government Building. Its floor area covers 28,000 square meters, and it will partially be used as the Integrated Operations Center for Disaster Response Management. As mentioned earlier, this new metropolis is intended to be well-designed and incredibly resilient, even in some of the worst of circumstances. Limited space, congestion, aging structures, and immediate proximity to the sea and fault lines leave Manila quite vulnerable to major natural catastrophes.
Okay.
A number of government agencies in the Philippines intend to have satellite offices in New Clark City, so that in the event of a devastating natural disaster in Metro Manila, such as a typhoon, tsunami, or earthquake, the Philippine national government will still be able to operate and immediately respond to a crisis from their backup facilities here in northern Luzon.
That's pretty nice.
The government building here has 2 towers with a 3-story bridge. Terraced
So it's
rice paddies, which can be found all over the region, served as the inspiration for the design. As with many of the structures in New Clark City, you can see how the architecture offers a distinctly Filipino, organic look and feel. Quite remarkable. Just across from the stadium are the residences, a cluster of residential buildings with a total of 516 fully furnished
Those look nice.
units that will be able to accommodate up to 1,000 government employees. Residents can enjoy additional features including a swimming pool, basketball court, volleyball court, community center, and garden areas. There's even a dedicated spot on the roof for drying clothes. Next door is the Athletes Village, which can accommodate up to 1,500 athletes, coaches, and visitors across 525 units. It's intended to be a training hub for national athletes of the Philippines and offers everything from fitness facilities and conference rooms to a kitchen and dining area. Later on, portions of the Athletes Village may also be used as dormitories for students studying at universities in New Clark City. We are now behind the residences in Athletes Village, and this landscape green area is called River Park. It currently stretches for 1.4 kilometers along this stream, but it will be significantly expanded in the near future. It's the perfect place to play, exercise, socialize, sit in the shade, soak in the natural beauty.
Like, this seems fun. This, like similar to like a South Korea or a like Japan type of thing.
And admire several amazing art
like more
installations.
Modern, if that makes sense.
Here is my favorite. Dome Village, designed by Filipino artist Bernardo Paking, consists of 4 wooden domes, each with its own style and...
Okay, this looks like, you know, I guess like a venture camp or something, like a camp. You know, like just like trust exercises and stuff.
Theme. There's the Mangrove Dome, Geodesic Dome, Natural Dome, and Coral Dome. They are all linked by narrow cable suspension bridges, allowing visitors to intimately explore these unique installations. Take a closer look at the Natural Dome. It resembles an earth mound, measures 10 meters in diameter, and is made entirely of reclaimed timber from railroad ties and wooden homes that were destroyed by the Mount Pinatubo eruption 30 years ago. This certainly beats a traditional jungle gym any day. Steps away, you come across these charming red viewing pods donated by world-renowned industrial designer Kenneth Kabunpue, who is from Cebu. As you walk along the River Park path, you notice other pieces of outdoor art amongst native trees and foliage,
Cool.
covered restrooms and storm canopies, a playground, and even a small amphitheater. This once again demonstrates how New Clark City is intended to be a modern green metropolis with an ideal environment to live, work, play, and learn.
I think the Philippines has a great future.
There are a few more buildings that I want to quickly point out. Just behind me is the Commercial Center, which will soon house a visitor center, convenience stores, restaurants, and a barber shop. A short distance away is the New Clark City Polyclinic,
and a barber shop,
operated
right
by
there.
the Philippines General Hospital and
Okay.
University of the Philippines. The building offers complete emergency care facilities with an 18-bed capacity, and there are already plans to expand the polyclinic to include hundreds of beds as the city grows. Now, here's a fantastic
great.
feature of the smart urban planning that went into New Clark City's layout from the very beginning. Not only are there wide streets with multiple lanes in either direction, but there are both bike paths and pedestrian walkways on both sides of the streets.
Bro, we don't even get that in here in the US. But that's actually pretty nice. So you got streets, bike paths, and pedestrian paths. I think like the perfect place to like raise a family. Assuming that there are jobs here. Like,
Furthermore, all the utility cables are buried underneath the pedestrian lanes, thus freeing up space above ground with unobstructed views of the surrounding natural landscapes and impressive architecture. In the next couple of years, New Clark City will be incredibly well connected by offering a wide range of transportation options. An express road has already been built to the Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway, known as SETEX, and as early as next year, runners, bikers, and motorists will be able to take these lanes and pathways all the way to Clark on another dedicated link road. About 20 kilometers to the south, motorists will be able to reach this area at the northern edge of Clark in just 15 minutes. I'm standing on the new 6-lane Sacobia River Bridge, and with its beautiful orange arches, this is bound to be another iconic attraction in the area, as well as a symbolic gateway between Clark International Airport, which is right over here, and New Clark City. Once more, I'll point out how bikers and pedestrians will be able to take advantage of these separate lanes that will ultimately merge with bike paths and walkways already built in Clark. Another
That's so
exciting
great.
mega project already in the works is the PNR North-South Commuter Railway, which will connect Clark to Metro Manila, reducing travel times between the two regions to just under an hour. Northern sections of the line are expected.
So under an hour, Manila. So you're talking about what, like, if this could get me to like downtown Manila in like an hour, that'd be great. Even like North Manila would be still great. I mean, just avoiding all that traffic and stuff.
To be full.
Like, and I don't know. I'm a very big sucker for mass transit and like a nice train that's newly developed and stuff. That just seems great. Because I know Manila they have like a metro line or something. They have the MRT and the LRT lines.
Fully operational in the next 3 to 4 years. Oh, and get this. Clark's free bus service, the Loop Bus, will provide convenient public transportation for locals and visitors between bus stops in Clark and New Clark City. Basically, it will be easier than ever to get up north for a major festival in River Park or a concert in the athletic stadium over the weekend. You can sign me up. Back here in New Clark City, what I've shown you is just the beginning. There's plenty to look forward to as numerous other projects prepare to break ground. Campuses for the University of the Philippines.
That's pretty nice.
And
okay, look, that is amazing. Like, I don't know, either I have to live here or bring my kids here or something, because this just looks amazing. If it looks anything close to this concept art, I will be not just shocked, I would be pleasantly surprised and enthusiastic. I am still enthusiastic right now. That's the thing. I am very enthusiastic right now.
Technology University of the Philippines will soon be built, as well as a national sports academy. The Supreme Court's first Judiciary Regional Center is also due to be constructed in the area, and a brand new BSP currency production facility will replace the current central bank money printing building in Manila. Thus, all Filipino banknotes and coins will one day come from New Clark City. The Green Metropolis will also be the future home of the Virology Science and Technology Institute of the Philippines, Agro-Industrial Hub and National Seed Technology Park, a sprawling 400-hectare Witis Banyan Tree Luxury Mountain Resort, and the Sky Blue Golf Club and Resort. Philinvest, one of the largest developers in the Philippines, is already in the process of subleasing 100 hectares of land to companies like Lazada and Shopee as part of an expansive mixed-use industrial development down the road from the National Government Administrative Center. While there are no firm completion dates for all these large-scale projects, especially during the pandemic, the long list of construction plans reveals tremendous interest, potential, and room for rapid growth for both government agencies and private investors. As you can see, New Clark City is a marvel of an ultra-modern metropolis in the making, with artwork and architecture that beautifully reflects Filipino design, culture, and natural landscapes. It's been such a pleasure for me to take you along for this grand tour, and I'd like to thank BCDA, Philinvest, and all the staff within the National Government Administrative Center for making it all happen. If you would like to learn more about New Clark City and get the latest updates on new projects, be sure to take a look at the description below for details. From Luzon, Philippines, I wish you and your loved ones many happy trails ahead.
Let's just be honest here. I think the Philippines has a great future ahead of them, because that city that we just saw was fantastic. Like, in all honesty, that seems like a modern city to be in. And it's insane for me to think about that. And if I could live there, that'd be awesome. Again, I would love to just maybe visit there or something. Just in that way. I don't know. It just sounds like the best thing possible at that moment.